Hey, V. Lenora. It's the cult vibe for me, girl. It's the cult vibe for me. We'll talk about it after the 30. Hey, what's up? She talks too much. Simply pink and green. How are you doing? Y'all come on in the room. What's up, Robin? I'm going to be very brief. Um, yeah, I'm going to be very brief on this, but it's interesting. So, hey, Nurse Quell and Gwen Jones, and it's the cult vibe for me. Let me say this. So we all know that V. Lenora and Phi Babe are kind of doing that delicate dance, but how should I put this? First of all, I heard the Sassy show. I really didn't hear V. Lenore say anything major. Then I heard Phi Babe, and it sounds like her. It's a lot of emotions, a lot of high. It was a lot of decibels. It was a lot of decibels going on. It was a lot of nose blowing. Somebody got a cold or something, honey, because I heard a nose blow about 2, 3 times. It was a lot, and it was a lot of veiled threats, and I'll tell it all. And I heard a lot of that, and the ops, and it seems like a lot of control to me. Now, let me say this. V. Lenora, girl, I told you this was gonna happen. I told you this maybe about 3, 4 weeks ago that this was gonna happen. No one can ever be a friend to this person unless she has complete control. And V. Lenora, we're the same age. We're 53. Now, I heard my name, and V. Lenora, we have had ups and downs, and only because that's the person you aligned yourself with. I was on your platform doing the Properly Live thing, and we were having a civil conversation. So I believe that you're a civil person, and I believe that we can have a civil conversation. But to try to allude that I cursed V. Lenore out, that's not true. And you act like V. Lenore needed your help to fight me. No, it seems like V. Lenore is a grown woman and she could, you know, handle her own situation. And it's the beef sector. And you act like somebody piled up and ganged up on V. Lenore. And V. Lenore was quite capable of taking care of her own business. I knew that V. Lenore and Fabe was going to fall out. V. Lenore seems like an independent person. V. Lenore can get interviews. And I'm going to tell you this, Fabe, now. You better watch how you tangle with V. Lenore, because I don't know what you know, but I know what I know. And I know that V. Lenore can have you hemmed up. Don't ask me how I know, I just do. And I'm going to leave it right there. Honey, V. Lenore is a true first lady. And V. Lenore, you know what I'm talking about. And V. Lenore, let me say this, I can be messy, but I'm not going to be messy. And let me say this, if I really didn't like V. Lenore, I would be very messy. And I would spill a lot of tea. And it's not bad tea. It ain't bad tea. But it's things that you wouldn't want people to know about. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because I think V. Lenore is intelligent. V. Lenore not getting those celebrity interviews because she look good and she can pop her lips. No, boo-boo. And I'm going to leave it right there. Now, with that said, let me move right along. I knew V. Lenore was going to fall out with Fabe. Because V. Lenora is an articulate, intelligent individual. Number one. I also know, because I tell you, when Phi Babe wants to do something, she will lie. And Phi Babe will lie. Now, I'm only going on my experiences, but I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you again, V. Lenora, and I told you this, but I'm going to tell you again. Their loyalty to Phi Babe means that you do what she wants you to do. She can do whatever the hell she wants to do, but you can't do what you want to do. And that's a problem. Now, when we had our Labor Day event, there was no sex whatsoever going on in my house. None whatsoever. Now, Phi Babe left on Sunday. We had an event on Sunday. Phi Babe wasn't there. I had security at my house, and nobody was going in and out of my bedrooms. Number one, because I had those doors locked and nothing was happening. But this person, because she didn't like a certain individual, was trying to get me to say that, oh, it was sex going on and all of this stuff was going on. And what it would have done was make my event look like that's what it was. But my event wasn't about that. And I wasn't going to trash my event because you didn't like a person. Also, she was fighting with Treasure Lane, and she was going to do a play. And see, Lenora, this is why I knew you were going to have an issue, because see, I really didn't have a problem with Spill It Boy, nor did I have a problem with Phi Babe at the time. And when I talked to Spill It Boy, I never mentioned Phi and vice versa. Never, never. Because I can be cool with people, but not talk about them. Because if you talk about them, you know people going to use that as ammunition. I was moving funny because I didn't participate in that little play. I wasn't going to. Then we had the QB and the wireless situation. I bring up who I want to bring up on my platform. But we had a problem with that. You moving funny. Then VS gave me $50, $25, baby. I ain't turning down no money from nobody. But we had a problem with that. Then the fake beef situation. This is when I know that you want to really beef, because you want to have a fake beef. And I said, I don't think that's smart. So I don't think that's the right thing to do at all. I said, because if I'm in a beef, it's a real organic thing. And again, I truly believe that's what people wanted to do all along. Now, don't get me wrong, I have been petty. And I always say this again. I always see, and I always say this. We drove by Teresa's apartment. Now, I don't know where Teresa lives. I couldn't tell you the apartment number or anything. We drove there because I was being petty, right? But Phi Babe took her camera phone out and she recorded it. Tracy D was right there. And thank God for Tracy D actually verifying the story. Then on Mad Day, it was, I did this. And I'm like, are you serious? And then she lied to say that I gave her Tracy's home address, which is totally untrue, because I can't tell you where Tracy lived now, not the apartment number. And then said that I gave Tracy's work number. Now, I want y'all to remember this now, and Vivian remembered this as well. Vivian's, and we brought up the video because Phi Babe said out of her own mouth, Jay Wilson wouldn't tell me where Tracy worked, because if I told Jay Wilson where I was going, because she already knew the address. That's the whole thing. She already knew the address. She already knew where Tracy was going. We didn't even know. We were busy getting ready to have the event, and she was doing all of this stuff. We didn't have any idea. But then she said, well, if Jay Wilson knew, he would have told me not to go. And you're dead right. I wouldn't have. I would have said, don't do that. Don't go. But then you turn the story around to say that I gave you the address? What a liar. But it benefits you. And this is why I kind of believe Lenora, because, we've been down this road. We've been down this road. And also you knew where Teresa's complex was already. So we've been down this road. So Lenora talks about people. Yeah, that's kind of standard in beef sector. People do talk about folk. But Lenora, I told you this already, boo. She will lie. I told another content creator, I said, be careful with this particular content creator. Be extremely careful, because this person will take something and use it. And like I said, I don't have a problem with Rebel. I really don't. Now, he may have a problem with me. I don't have a problem with him, but I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell this story. Rebel was furious. Now, prior to that, Rebel was going to go to Vacation. Vacation was canceled because of COVID. Rebel was waiting for his money. It took Rebel almost 8 months to a year to get his money back. And that's the truth. And he had to go through multiple people to really get his money back. Rebel goes to Vegas. Now, Rebel didn't really want to go to Vegas. He really wanted to stay in Houston. Rebel had a lot of money that was out because of the house and helping people. And it's not because Rebel doesn't work. Rebel works. But Rebel had to really do some things. But they insisted on him going to Vegas. Rebel went to Vegas. Rebel did not ask this person for 1 red cent. But this person put money in his hands. Okay? Now, when Rebel got home, Rebel gave that person their money back right away. This person got up and broadcast that Rebel borrowed money from her and everything, but she failed to mention that Rebel had gave money for Vacation, and it almost took him 6 to 8, 8 months to a year to get his money back. But yet, when he got home, he immediately gave her money back. See, this thing is not new. This ain't new, and this is why there ain't no friends on YouTube. Just subcontractors. Because I've noticed with this person, any little thing that she can collect to turn back, that's what she tries to do. And so, Lenora, all of the lying and stuff, girl, it's going to happen. It's going to happen because it has happened. It has. It has. And people really try to low-key control you and where you can go, and you talking to my ops and stuff. And it sounds like paranoia to me. I can't stop Ron P from moderating over at VS channel. But number one, it doesn't bother me because I don't talk to Ron P on that level. And I'm not calling him. And I'm not controlling him and telling him where he can or cannot go. Period. It's real cultish to me. And then the little subtle threats that, oh, if you're going to tell a story, tell the whole story. Tell the whole story. Well, tell the story. Now, obviously, Lenora must know something. Obviously, she must know something, because the thing is, I don't let people do this. Well, will you let Lenora do it? So did you like Lenora? Why would you let Lenora do it? What was the exception? And why are you holding off? If you got something to say it. You never let it hold you back before. Now it's holding you back. And again, no one is begging for Lenora's attention. That's the whole thing. Lenora is just a free woman. Let me tell you something about Teresa. Nobody went trying to snatch Teresa away from you. And if Teresa can come back and do a channel right now, we respect Teresa. I respect Teresa. What are we gonna do with Teresa? What you did? Were we gonna use Teresa for her money and to fly to California and all of this stuff. Maybe just Tisa was happy to be free from the cult ways and that mindset. And V. Lenora, I was very surprised, to be honest, because I'm like, this is not going to work. This is not going to last long because V. Lenora has talent. V. Lenora has an interview style. And truth be told, it was going to be a problem. And it seems like if anybody tries to shine or go somewhere that somebody don't like, it's a problem. You moving funny. And it seems like people who are paranoid and really controlling and it seems like it comes to this. You know, Tracy D really liked Phi Babe and really looked out for Phi Babe's interest. I was very shocked and I was surprised. And I was really saying, well, Tracy D could be worked out. And Tracy D was no. So you did it to Tracy D. You did it to Demi. Okay. You screwed me over. Nobody don't want to deal with you. You screwed Heidi over. Heidi don't want to deal with you. You know, Sean, I mean, baby, you hung on in there. But we knew what the deal was, and you didn't come out the ring. Everybody's stupid, but everybody knew what was going on. But you stood in there. And we knew that Sean and Ty didn't like you. We knew that. You know why we knew it? Because Ty told us. You didn't believe it. But Todd told us. So we sat there and they just, and when they were laughing at you in Vegas, I'm like, baby, they using you. But you didn't see it. And you attacked everybody, made QB apologize, all of this foolishness. And then people didn't like you anyhow. You fell out with your best friend. Your best friend came on here and she started talking about you. I mean, yeah. And the sad part about it, I thought you were cool at one point, but then when I saw this controlling piece, and my last straw was you're trying to use the stuff of Tracy, like, you know, and I'm like, Negro, you the one who recorded it. You were the one in the background laughing. But all of a sudden, I'm doing this bad thing and da da da. It was petty, but let me say this. You the one who recorded it. You were the one who were laughing. You were the one who went to her job. You were the one beckoning her to come to the hotel so y'all could fight. That was you, sis. But all of a sudden, oh, I'm doing this and this and the third. Child, go somewhere. But V. Lenora, we knew it was going to happen. Messy vlogs, it is what it is. So, and you talk about the nation. It seems like the nation supports you. And it seems like you are a bootleg pseudo royal. And it's funny because the royals know they need England because they know they can't continue to have that lavish lifestyle without the support of the people. And it seems like you need the nation, and it seems like the nation needs you. But the nation don't understand that they really don't need you. You really need them. But you have a way, just like your mama, of controlling and manipulating people by using tactics and scare tactics and this cultic tact to say, you know, this we are the nation, and now V. Lenore wasn't strong enough, or she wasn't faithful enough, and she wasn't loyal enough, but yet you can go do everything. And V. Lenore brought out some points of you've been jumping to everybody's platform, and you've been on platforms. You don't do panels, but I've seen you on a couple. So, V. Lenora, we told you. And let me say this too, V. Lenora. Everybody don't hate you, boo. And I don't ever think I cussed you out. Now, I've had some words, but baby, if I act like I went in for broke on V. Lenora, and that's not true at all. And no one is trying to obtain V. Lenora in their spot because nobody's trying to control people. It seems like you're the only one who's trying to control people and manipulate the system and the people. I just hope V. Lenora does what she needs to do. She's a 53-year-old woman. She's my age. And I'm just surprised she stayed that long. Yeah, I remember that messy vlog. And you know what really is funny to me? Five Babe is saying that these people who done talked about you and you all up in their face. But you're right. And I'm glad you brought up that indigenous titty shirt that Sean had. You ran right up into his face, didn't you? So what makes V. Lenora any different? This man made a t-shirt, a whole t-shirt. Hey, misunderstood. A whole t-shirt. But you went over there. So all I'm gonna say is, V. Lenora, people told you. And I'm just glad that you have your eyes open because see, when we were going through it, boo, she couldn't do no wrong. But we know that no good deed goes unpunished, and we knew your turn was coming. And yeah, yeah. It was very interesting. And I'm not lying. I don't have any reason to lie. And let me say this too. Baby, I have no reason to be jealous of anything that anybody has on YouTube. Now, I'm not calling sister out her name. I'm not calling her ugly names. I'm not. But QB was hurt when Butter was making those homophobic rants. And he told me he was upset. People don't care because that's how they really feel. And I just think it's really interesting. Teeth are gone. It's just a lot of people. Summer Breeze ain't there no more. I don't see Navy Lady over there no more either. Because these people pretty much have their intelligence. And intelligent people are going to say, I'm going to go where I want to go. And you're not going to be telling me that I'm going to be going here or there or stopping me from here or there. And you know what? Nobody ain't piling up on you. It's just the mere true facts. Because I know what you tried to do to me. And now V. Lenora is getting her turn at the wheel. And it's so unfortunate. Because V. Lenora, let me say this. You came after me because of her. Came after me because we weren't getting along. And I think it's bad to align yourself with that. And you start getting along with people she didn't get along with, and it made her real paranoid because I kept on hearing her say, well, you talking to my ops and you could be talking to them. And I'm like, oh, you sound paranoid. And what are you talking about? Because anything I talk about, it is what it is. But you really pushed that point of who V. Lenora talked about and what she said about them. And because you didn't say nothing, you just kept quiet and you didn't say nothing because you were so innocent because you don't say nothing about other content creators. Mm-mm. Right. Okay. QB is next. I don't know. Oh, no, fair play. Absolutely not. And that's what we just talked about. Absolutely not. It was your queen who actually took the videos. It was your queen with Tracy D. Because I was in my car. If you notice, I was driving my car. We drove past there, but your queen B was doing the taping. But then she said that I did it. No, Queen B, you taped it. You were having a kiki. Then your Queen B tried to lie to say, I gave Tracy's work address to her, but then your Queen Bee got caught lying saying that Jay Wilson wouldn't even allow me to go had he known. Oh, no, no. Mm-mm. So, yeah. So, yeah, no, we ain't going to play that. Mm-mm. And this is exactly what V. Lenora is probably going through at this particular point. And V. Lenora, like I said, I don't hate you. I really don't. But V. Lenora, people try to tell you, and girl, it's more than one person. It's many people. It's numerous people. And I don't have any reason to lie. And like I always said, was I being petty? I sure was. But one thing I will say is that you can never call the cops and say, oh, he did XYZ, because, honey, those roads are public property. Had I stepped in them gates like I heard the Queen Bee did, that would have been a whole nother situation. So yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people think V. Lenora is getting what she gets, and I'm not going to go that route because sometimes, people have to learn. But now everybody is going to use V. Lenora because that's what's going to be now. V. Lenora, everybody going to use you now, girl. And it's like she's done something for people or I protected you. Child, this is the beef sector. No one really needs protection unless they're doing illegal things, you know. So I see it. I see it. I see it. And I'm gonna tell you, some people are gonna stir the mess up. This is the thing, though. I hope V. Lenora goes her way, and I hope Fabe goes her way. But I think V. Lenora is pissed now because someone has given her a veiled threat that you need to shut your mouth because you ain't telling the whole story. And I'll tell the whole story. And V. Lenora is refuting what Fabe said. But again, I tend to lean V. Lenora, even though I knew it was gonna happen. But Tracy D done gone through the lies, Demi done gone through the lies, I've gone through the lies. I mean, Tisa done gone through the lies, Summer Breeze done go. I mean, the line goes on and on. So, yeah. Ebony said, defending a liar until the liar lies on you. Come on, baby. It is not important to you until it happens to you. Not important to you until it happens to you. And I was very shocked that she was telling them lies. I'm like, girl, now you telling people that I gave you Tracy's work. I didn't even know where Tracy was working. You were already over there taping. Me and Vivian was getting ready for the luncheon. You had already went to that lady's job and then said out of your own mouth, again, if Jay Wilson knew that I was doing this, he wouldn't have let me go. And you're damn Skippy. But then all of a sudden, because you didn't like me and I'm mad that you gonna lie about it. Hey, V. Lenora, that's how it be sometime, girl. That's how it be. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, you all. It's a lot of things that go on. So, yeah. Hey, I'm not talking, I ain't calling that lady out of her name. I'm just saying sometimes it's not important to you until it happens to you. And you know what, V. Lenora? You know, V. Lenora, I never had a problem with you. And even when you were with Pie Babe, I always said, you got a talent. I've always told you I liked your interviews. And you were still with Phi. See, it's not the people who you think are your enemies. It's those people who always act like that they got your back for the loyalty that you need to really watch out for. Because V. Lenora, I don't know. I do know something about you, V. Lenora. But baby, if Sister Girl knew something about you, your mess would be all in the street. And not mess, but you know what I'm saying. And so, V. Lenora, you don't have to say nothing to the people. But think about all those people that you went after, that you spoke ill of on behalf of that lady. And now you see what that lady is paying you for your service. I want you to catch what I'm saying. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And all I'm gonna say this truth, I don't give a damn. To be honest, I don't give a damn what they do. All I'm saying is sometimes you align yourself with people and you need to see the signs. And V. Lenora said you didn't believe it. She didn't want to believe it. Yeah, yeah. Well, now seeing is believing. And when it happens to you, then you catch it. You catch it. I don't need to lie about it. Like I said, I just know what happened. I don't need to lie about it. But y'all saw in real time what happened in real time. In real time. So, and we treated her with respect, and dignity. And at the end of the day, and my thing is this: if you had an issue with me, just move on. But no, you tried to lie about it. You really tried to go there. I'm like, are you serious? So we're gonna see how this plays out. That's all. Let me see what y'all say. No way a woman Lenora age didn't see Five's antics unless you have a mental illness. Now, some people don't want to see it. Some people don't want to see it. Some people don't want to see it. Just like Fi didn't see that Sean Bradley was using her and making her look like a whole fool out there. And everybody told the girl, Ty don't like you. They was up there talking about you and laughing at you in Vegas. So obviously, we can't tell Lenore that she bad, but yet we see that this chick didn't even see what was going on. Oh well. Somebody said V just as messy. She wants to be bigger YouTube, but she doesn't have the it factor. But let's not forget, V just said her and Fi were not friends. So what's the problem, honey? It ain't the problem. We talking about it. It's on YouTube. It happened, and we're discussing it. Can we not discuss it? Can we not discuss it? Obviously, it must be somebody had to respond that way. Somebody was getting all emotional over there, blowing their nose and stuff, and talking about something they had to calm down. Maybe it was like it was a love triangle over there. But we gonna talk about it. I mean, we supposed to be silent about it. Nobody can't say nothing about it. I didn't sign an NDA. It happened, so it happened to her. So now she believes it. Of course. People been telling her this for weeks and months. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Biggie Fate, small. If it happens, it happens. It seems like Sean can investigate. He does a lot of things, and if they go at it, they go at it. I mean, somebody did come up and say you need to chill out because I'll tell the whole story. Now I'm really interested. What's the whole story? Because Lenora said she told the whole story. She said you ain't telling the truth. She said you ain't telling the truth about grown folks TV and a whole lot of stuff. So what is that truth? Uh-huh. You got an itch, you better scratch it. So that's it. And why you have that much love for Lenora and let her get away with it? What was so special? Y'all ain't friends and y'all didn't talk that much, but did she have a special anointing on her life? Why? And now why you're so vitriolic and ugly with other people? So why the pause and the hesitation with Lenora? Does she really have something that may perish you down in the streets? I mean, because Lenora says she don't have nothing to hide. I'm just asking. Mm-hmm. Child, Bessie, we remember that. Well, it is what it is. What is the other problem if they didn't care? See, all of these people don't care, but it seems like they care. And I'm telling you what, V. Lenore wouldn't get emotional over there and blowing her nose. Girl, I'm just saying. Ain't nobody winning. Let me say this, they all losing. Let me tell you why they all losing, because we shouldn't even be talking about it. They could have handled this behind the scene. But since they ain't handling behind the scene and they talking about it, all of them are winners. The losers, the winner is Sassy. Okay? It's the Sassy show. To be honest, Sassy show the winner. Okay? Sassy show is the winner. Ain't no winners in this. Not when it's all out here. Not when people threatening and other people threatening. Okay, right. All right, ain't no winners. I'm gonna tell you who the winners, the content creators are the winners because we got content. See how that worked? Mm-hmm. Uh, that's the truth. And we've been saying that for a long time. She living her soft life. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a lot of people. All right. Move on. My views are fine, boo. I don't get into the views, boo. I just get into the commercials. Child, I don't care about no views, especially when you have gainful employment. This is a part time. Long as y'all keep on coming in, I'll be fine. Honey, if only 100 people in here, baby, that's a payday for me. And Papa be making some good money at the end of the month. So thank you. Look, ain't no harm lost here. Honey, I'm not the king of nothing. I just come on and be steady. Okay, I'm trying to be like Soul Train. I may not be as popular as MTV, but I'm still stay on as long as Don Cornelius is living. Soul Train will be alive. That's how I feel about the whole situation. The Soul Train, okay, and in syndication. All right, that's all I care about. Just keep on coming back. I appreciate you. They could have, but it's a coin, honey. And long as you put it out, I'm gonna talk about it. Now, had we not known about it and folk would have handled it behind the scene, we would have been all right, wouldn't we? But it's all out in the open now, so it's gonna be talked about. Hmm. Oh, she too proud to pick up the phone like she don't hit panels, but yet she's been on a couple. Okay, moving right along. Child. Honey, be soft as you need to be, honey. You can be soft as Downy, honey. You can be soft as Cottonelle, boo. Be soft as you want to. That ain't gonna stop people from talking. I'm just saying. I think Villanova. Let me say this, y'all. Some people have connections that other folk don't have, and that's all I'm gonna say. I know why and how Villanova gets her interviews because Villanova is connected to some folk, and I'm gonna leave it right there. I was very surprised that Villanova was over there because she could have done stuff on her own. But hey, to each to his or her own, right? And I never had a problem with Villanova, but it's gonna be an issue because that person doesn't like any competition. And as long as she can dictate where you can go and what you can say, that's what she's gonna do. Honey, she got a person doing a tracker who can barely read. Child, that tracker thing, I'm like, I had to click off. I'm like, you need to not do what she said. And girl, I'm like, did you read the script before you did this? And I mean, this is the problem we had on the gentleman's panel because it's that comprehension. And whew, it was just like, So when you do things that it's not in your wheelhouse to do, it's not in your reach. Yeah. Hmm. So I'm gonna leave it right there. So I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. It's a lot of things going on. Did you fake shot, y'all? It's more than that, boo. But I'm gonna let you have that. It's more than that too. Child, y'all think y'all know everything. It's more than that. B. Lenore got more than that going on. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But we'll see. We will see. And let me say this: I ain't team nobody. I'm a team that there ain't no friends on YouTube, and we all subcontractors. Mm, that's what team I'm on. Team Jay Wilson gonna report the news. Jay Wilson gonna say what he want to, put his commercials in, get paid, and move on. That's where I am. Kenna H is interesting. Child, because a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still a flower. Honey, I am not dealing with that Whoville prom dress from the 1980s. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I want her to eat some soup and some oatmeal. That's what I want her to do and fill out that dress a little. Brian, I can't even do it, Brian. It ain't even worth my breath. I can't. I ain't gonna address it. I would rather address Tommy and Castro. Hmm. I would have rather address that. That's more interesting. Mm. He can't make you then break you, baby girl. Oh no, that one meant for Brian. I'm just saying that was more interesting with the little backdrop and the little drinking and baby, and the dreaming, honey. It was so much dreaming going on. So that went for Brian. Now Brian don't get sensitive, emotional on me, but that was not for Brian. Just like Tommy's song went for Brian. That went for Brian. That's all I'm gonna say. That went for Brian. But I found Castro and Tommy's relationship to be very interesting than some woman who really need to get a little insure or what's that Atkins drink. Okay. So anyway, child, that knife that knife Rose had was heavier than her. Girl, I'm like, girl, please. And then had the nerve to kick up them. Girl, you wearing a after five dress at 12. What sense that make? And then somebody said the dress had rod in it. And then you had them little chocolatey shoes on. And that bedazzled purse, I couldn't. I'm like, girl, at least you can get your makeup right, girl. You look like you was getting ready to be a fume model. Okay, okay. Lewis and Clark mortuary model, girl. You look like old nurse, that piece of fume fashion model over there with them fume clothes on. I couldn't do it. I said, Lord help her, Jesus. Pizarro ain't blocked. I unblocked Pizarro. She ain't blocked. I don't know why she blocked. Is she on another? Because I thought she girl that bedazzled purse. Honey, I couldn't do it. So Rose girl, you know what? You can't read me because honey, that makeup was a read, looking like a piece of dookie. Dookie with some hair on it. Looked like you had drank some irk and jerk before you came on out there with them bloodshot eyes. Girl, you can't read nobody. You need to go read some calories and eat because you're looking hungry, daughter. Baby, you're looking hungry. As mother would say, are you hungry? Because you're looking hungry. You is looking hungry. She look like somebody drunk grandmama. I can't do her. Girl, that's that Whoville hair. Hooray, rare, Christmas Day. Baby, it look like the Grinch over there. I mean, I'm like, girl. You know who she looked like though? Her lips, her lip structure looked like that man on The Color Purple who was Mr. Daddy. Boy, you ought to get a new woman. Okay, she got that kind of boy. I ought to get a new woman. She reminds me of that man. What's that man name? Ooh, baby, she remind me of that man. You gotta get a new woman to clean up this house, boy. You gonna let that woman talk to you like that in your house? Man, she remind me of that man on The Color Purple. You gonna let that woman talk to you like that in your house? Oh Lord. Woo. And then she had that old bootleg T-shirt on. Girl, I could not do that. I could not do that. Girl, Rose, go ahead and get some help. Get some help, daughter. Girl. I just wanted to make her a sandwich and just mail it to her. She was looking hungry. I hope she ate at that event. Girl, I'm like, either she going to an old nasty piece of wedding, and I'm like, cause who gonna have a daytime event with after 5 wear? I'm like, girl, I done seen Chi Chi LaRue wear that dress in the 80s, girl, over there at Two Potatoes and Chi Chi's in West Village, girl. Girl, that dress was giving me Sheila Noxzema, supermodel Secaucus. Girl, that was giving me harmonica Sunbeam, 1980s, girl. Okay, I just thought she should be lip syncing with that dress, baby. I saw many drag queens wear that, but the dress was a little bedazzled, at least. Girl, that thing looked like she had a corsage. I thought, let me tell you, it was really giving me high school prom with the balloons and the streamers all up in the high school prom. Okay, it was giving me high school prom, 1980s. I can't deal with Rose. Rose, you mad, girl? Rose, you mad at me, girl? Rose, you mad? You mad at me? Honey, that dress was wearing you. You look like a whole hanger. Girl, you look like a whole hanger. That's how that dress was. Girl, your arms look like a whole hanger on there. Ain't no muscle tone or nothing, girl. It's just bones and skin. All right. I mean, I'm just like, girl, at least go to the gym and get some muscle tone. You don't have no muscle tone. Just look like a whole hanger. That dress looked like it was hanging. She need to stop cussing and stop smoking them cigarettes and get some lung capacity. That's what she need to do before she be on that just quit commercial. Okay, just looking crazy over there. And then her teeth, Rose, look, girl, baby, I'm tired of these people with these ganked up teeth trying to talk to me any kind of way. Girl, your teeth got them Newport stains on it. Okay, girl, you go and get periodic cleanings? Because again, baby, it look like gunk up all on them teeth. Them teeth look just as porcelain. Girl, they look like really, really fragile china up in your mouth. And I'm like, girl. And then got them bloodshot eyes. Okay, with that cremation number 15 makeup on powdered all up on your face. I'm like, child, looking like pseudo light skin. Girl, I'm like, girl, you need to stop. Uh-uh. I ain't even see the video. I ain't even see the video. Somebody tried to send it to me. Child, I ain't listen to that drunk woman. Any woman who go over somebody's house. First of all, what kind of friends do you have? This is why I know that this is a skit. Because what kind of friends do you have be gone for 3 days? When that man said, I ain't seen the bitch in 3 days, I'm like, what kind of friends you have? I'm like, what kind of husband would say that? I'm like, Rose, who give people money? Okay, $250, $200 or whatever, and you don't see them in 3 days. Girl, I'm like, Rose, go and sit down somewhere. I said there has to be a play. Do not be disgraced in Pittsburgh like that. Because I know people in Pittsburgh got a little better sense than that. I'm like disgracing the whole city. Okay. Anyway, y'all. But I said what I said. So V Lenore, girl, you already been warned. Child, people have told you this long time ago. Child, that man said, I ain't seen the bitch in 3 days either. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm like, where is this? What did they film? Fences? Okay, is this the Fences neighborhood? All right. I'm like, where in the world? Augustus Williams? This is the kind of people you writing about? Okay. Yeah, Fences and the piano lessons. I'm like, what? And you, what? What? Anyway, girl, that Fences neighborhood. Okay. I'm like, child, I don't think Augustus Wilson rather was visioning what Rose was giving over there. Extend the olive branch. I don't have a problem with VS. Why would I need to extend the olive branch to VS? I don't have no problem with the lady. I don't have a problem with that lady. Y'all think I have a problem. Let me tell you something. I don't have a problem with nobody except the people who can't come over here. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Child on site April child, V Lenora and Fabe going at it, child. She got Fabe blowing her nose over there. Child, every 5 minutes it was a nose blow. But yeah, but V Lenora said she lied. And Fabe said V Lenora lied. Well, who telling the truth? Who telling the truth? Now, one thing I will say, Fabe, if you are if V Lenora lying, prove it. If V Lenora is lying, prove it. Because again, when we drove by Teresa's apartment, girl, you was the one taping and having old nasty Kiki, but then tried to act like, oh, Jade Wilson did this. Then gonna lie, talking about I gave you Teresa's address to her job. I'm like, boo, you already said if I would have told Jay Wilson, he would have told me not to go over there. And you right about that. But you a liar. And see, that's what get me, because you've lied numerous times. So if this is different, prove it. Oh no, V Lenore got something going on. She got something going on. I just say that sometimes you don't mess with certain people because it could, yeah. Some people's money longer than yours. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh yeah, she can come up here and to discuss. I don't have no problem with V Lenora. I don't have no problem with her at all. Now she may have a problem with me because she was up there at the Nation. She was up in the Church of God and Cults. She was over at Church of God and Cults. But yes, baby, y'all don't tell me what to do. I bring out who the hell I want on my channel, honey. I'm in my inner messiness. The heifers would do it for me. Let me say this: if it was me, the heifers would be all on it. So don't tell me now not to do something that you know these other folk would be doing. Girl, y'all better go on somewhere and sit down. I don't have no mid managers. Now, if Villanova want to come up here, she can come up here. We always had a decent rapport. I ain't never had no issue with Villanova. Now she doesn't have a problem with me because she was over there carrying globes and things. But she always welcome over here. Now tell me who I can bring. It ain't a good look for you, girl. I don't care about these looks. I don't care about no look. I don't care about these people on here. Baby, I'm doing my job. Okay? Y'all know y'all messy as hell. And if V Lenora click this link right now, honey, y'all be here for it. Y'all would be here for it. Okay, so don't act like y'all ain't here for it. Other people don't click no links, but that's okay. Whosoever will, let them come. So anyway, people telling folk who can come over here, nodding everything. Y'all better keep that spirit right on over. Don't be bringing that spirit over here. That control spirit. We don't play them control spirits over here. I don't even know she would come because, some people think you hate them because no, we know. We already knew what it was going to be given. We knew what it was going to be given. We knew it was just a matter of time that this was going to happen. We knew it. And then the thing is, well, because the Lenora done talked about everybody and everything in the beef sector. Well, girl, who hasn't? Who hasn't? Now, I will say and be honest with mine. If I don't like you, you gonna know about it, and I'm gonna talk about you. So all I say is, if you can't say it in front of the person, then don't say it. And that's the real. So anyway, y'all, the link is dropped, and if y'all got something to say, y'all can say it, because I done said what I needed to say. And talking about some Sean stirring up the mess. Well, that's what Sean does. And like I said, I ain't a fan of Sean, but if he gonna stir it up, let him stir it up. Y'all know what he was gonna give. How many of y'all was over there looking though? See, that's what I get. He trying to stay up to between and Illinois. Okay, like they would, like they didn't run no plays. Okay, like they didn't run no plays. And let me say this: you can't hold people down in the ditch unless you stay down there with them. Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever. She can spill it on here too. The truth will set you free. But I done been with lying people. I done been with these lying wonders. Child, these lying wonders are something else. And then they try to set you up. And see, that's what happened. And the whole goal was to have me and Teresa fighting. And me and Teresa done made up. And like I said, I don't have nothing against Teresa. I done told Teresa, honey, I was real petty. But one thing you cannot say is I ain't never dropped Teresa's address or Teresa's phone number. I tell you what, you can't say that. You got people up here telling Teresa to come fight them at the hotel. Child dropping liquor, had to buy a whole nother case of liquor. Child dropping liquor, giving liquor out on the church ground. Girl, I felt like we was on Uptown Saturday night, like she was Geechee Dan, how she was giving that liquor out on the church. How I got over. And y'all remember they was, girl, people just passing liquor all out on the church ground. And I'm like, oh my God. People have bottles and jugs leaving church. And I'm like, I mean, we run a food bank, but damn. But let me say this, if I did come out, if I did what she needed to do, I wasn't mad at Fi. We had a good time. Tracy D was cool. We fellowship together. But then people got home. And let me say, y'all, let me tell you how secure I am. I'm at my house on my computer. But I had more people on than anybody. Honey, I got out my seat and I said, girl, take the middle seat. Because it didn't phase me in it because people were there, baby. I was giving the event. Didn't phase me none. It still don't phase me none. And see, that's what people don't understand. It ain't phased me to do that. But it got to people's heads, I guess. And people just thought they was Diana Ross and Mahogany, honey. Okay. Touch me in the morning. Then just walk away. Baby, they thought they was Donna Ross or something. I'm like, girl. I mean, I'm like, girl, it ain't all that. Baby, it was so much going on. But I ain't mad at people. Baby, it's money on the floor for everybody. But baby, people just let that thing go up to their head and stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness. So anyway, all I can say is I just couldn't believe the lies. And I'm like, girl, you lying. You lying. And again, it's to always put a slant on somebody. And I'm like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. And now, and I can see what V. Lenora is saying too. You're trying to put a slant on me. And it ain't even that way. But you trying to make it that way. But V. Lenora, girl, we told you. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things I like? It's showing you. Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you know what you're hoping for? Come on now. Girl, she had like she mahogany. Laura, girl, I remember that. Laura, that real friend, baby, that real friend was telling it. Ooh, that real friend, I remember that. And if you do it to let me say this, if you do this to somebody who ain't on YouTube, girl, okay, like hell, how you feel about people who own YouTube? That's what I don't get. And then they tried to act like that lady, it was that lady fault. No, that lady was pissed. I remember that. Oh, yes. Well, you can't tell people nothing. Baby, you live and learn. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Now, I know people say, Jay, well, that's my philosophy. That's how I view this YouTube streets. And it seems like my philosophy is holding up. I almost sound like Dovey talking about philosopher. Almost started to sound like Dovey. Let me get my philosophy, because I said philosopher. Almost like, she said hysterectomer. Baby, when Dovey said hysterectomer, I'm like, girl. Well, like I said, if you put it on YouTube, people gonna talk about it. And 5, if you didn't want to give V. Lenora no clicks and views, you shouldn't have responded. Now that lady gonna have some clicks and views, and she, it's gonna be what it is. Mm-hmm. Well, look, you all, I done said what I needed to say. I am getting ready. Get ready for work. And I'm sure V. Lenora will be able to handle her situation. It's the idle threats for me. It was that cultured language for me. It was those subliminals for me. Don't have me to tell the whole truth, because you only telling half the truth. I'm like, oh, okay. And like I said, I'm not a fan of Sean Bradley, but he'll be stupid not to comment on it. I mean, really? Really? Child. Sean doing exactly what Sean gonna do. I don't know why people acting surprised. But let me tell you what, I want to give a shout out to Sassy for putting somebody in their place. Honey, Sassy had to tell Jada, okay, you can be relieved now. Bye. Baby, Sassy girl, you did that. Sassy, you did that, baby. Honey, somebody put Jada in her place. And then Jada wanted to be saying, whenever I was. Sassy said, no. No. And she was going to continue to try to bogart her way in. No, ma'am. Sassy said, not tonight. Not tonight, the Satan. She said, double get the hints. Talk to her like her mama. Honey, Sassy, stop that. Child, she don't even come on my platform. She stopped that right there. I said, Sassy, that's how you got to do it, girl. Jada was like, but Sassy said, no. Jada said, but she said, what? No. But no. Because again, Sassy, she want to make it about her. And baby, she'll take the whole air out, the whole oxygen out the room. Let me tell you something, though. I'm going to give Lily Love some props because when Lily Love came on the platform, she stayed on topic. She stayed on script. Okay? But baby J. Dunn, she just be doing stuff to do stuff. I mean, she just take the whole room and take it to a whole nother place where you don't want to go. Baby, you be trying to get to California on Interstate 10, honey. J. Dunn will take you up to Interstate 75. Girl, instead of 10 days to get there, J. Dunn will have you there in 5 weeks. No, ma'am, that's what she do. She be hijacking and clicking on people's platforms. That's what she do. And then you know she's gonna say something about Sassy in the community wall, okay? Because that's her next defense. She's scared to dox people now because she's on probation. Well, I'm gonna say y'all Sassy handled that. Baby Sassy was like, no. She was all proper. She said, no, Jada, no, Jada, nope. We're gonna let her up, and you're gonna come down. You're gonna come down, Jada. But where am I? No. But you. But when she. But when we. Bye. Okay. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down now. I'm gonna go down. Girl, I was rolling. She thought she was gonna throw a little temper tantrum. And then when she found out that it wasn't gonna go her way, I go down now. I go down. Baby, I was getting my whole life. I said, Sassy, you better do that. Okay, you better teach the special ed. Okay. Gave her a whole IEP. All right. Because you know you got to stay in state laws with her, girl. She said, I go down there. Sassy, baby, Sassy stopped that at the knees, honey. She said, I'm not going to let this gangrene have me amputate my legs. Girl, that gangrene. Sassy said, no, ma'am, we're going to stop it right here. She said, I bind that amputation in the name of Jesus, honey. She stopped that sugar diabetes real quick. Yes, she did. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Learn to love, girl, you know. She said, I go down there. She said, I'm going down there. I'm going down there. Sassy was like, no, ma'am. Sassy, you did that, girl. That was a good part of the interview, too. You did that. She don't even get up on my platform. I'm like, no, ma'am, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. So what y'all think? Y'all think V. Lenora did the right thing? Some people think she didn't do the right thing. Some people say, V. Lenora, you wrong, but I don't. But all I can say is, V. Lenora, we told you, girl. We told you what's gonna happen, and you didn't believe us, girl. But baby, seeing is believing, and all you gotta do is keep on living, baby, because what's in you will come out of you, and that's what it is, honey. That jealousy, that insecurity, and that paranoia, and that control spirit, it came right on out, and you got a chance to see it. Mm-hmm. Y'all, pardon me, I'm washing these dishes. V. Lenora said, you can't tell me where I can't go. V. Lenora said, I go where I want to go. She said, I'm 53 years old. I'm like, okay, you better be 53 and going where you want to go. Uh-huh. Let me see what somebody said. Be grown. That's what I'm saying. Well, you know what? She gonna do what she gotta do. I'm sure V. Lenora has a strategy. But V. Lenora, baby, that's what people's strategy is. They lie on you. And then they want to act like they the victim. That's what they do. Well, that's what she said, Brian. 53 is the new 23. No, I'm serious. That's what she said. But I'm serious, y'all. But my girl was sounding like she was pressed and she was blowing her nose and she said, let me calm down. I'm like, girl, if you ain't pressed, then you shouldn't be calming down. I'm like, ooh. And then her decibels was getting all loud. I'm like, girl, you getting loud. You getting loud and stuff. We're not friends. You say we're not friends. Because I cared for you. And we a year ago. I'm like, girl. So, honey, V. Lenora said, child, I do not have lit up furniture. Okay. And see, people want to talk about V. Lenora, baby. I think V. Lenora probably have a nice old nasty place to live. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow. Y'all, what else is going on before I end this live? Well, look, it is time for me to go. I'm sure there are going to be more content creators giving their commentary. I'm sure. But, baby, we already, V. Lenora, girl, we already knew what was going to happen. You done seen all of the people before you. You done seen the people before you, V. Lenora. And the thing is, girl, the thing that made me mad with V. Lenora is she done windmill for people on the account of that woman. And see, people want you to windmill for them and be loyal to them blindly. And that's the problem right there. Because some people really like V. Lenora, but they really couldn't be cool with V. Lenora because, you know, people feel like you ain't loyal to them when you dealing with their ops. And like you said, V. Lenora, just because that ain't your friend, that don't mean that don't have to be mine. I'm not saying anything about you, but that paranoia be getting to you. And then that control spirit, which is, you know, yeah, she lied to get on Judge Mathis. I'm like, girl. Yeah, Castro and Tommy played it out well. It was a little tea spill. But, you know, it wasn't detrimental. But, you know, Castro got Tommy off that platform real quick, though. But V, why did you think she remembered that combo a year ago when Fi can't remember the lie she told 2 weeks ago? Girl, Trey, right there. Right there. And then swear people be hating on a girl. No, we just know your works. We just know your works. We just know your works. We know your works. I think that's what gets people because we know your works. All right, y'all. Well, look, I'm heading on out. It was real. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm sure some will pop off before now in the morning. So we'll see what happened. I'm so sorry that all of this stuff had to go, but it is what it is. Girl, what degree? Who degree? What you talking about, Mama? What's her name? Degree? Girl, wait a minute. Wait. Mademoiselle. Which degree? Mademoiselle. You talking about her mama degree? Mademoiselle, could you please specify which degree you talking about, Mademoiselle? Girl, because if you talking about the degree that I think you talking about, girl, you know I'm gonna have something to say. But you need to specify that for 15 more minutes. Honey, that graduation was on. Girl, they was bringing in the new year with graduation. I ain't never seen no graduation on Christmas. Look, I ain't never seen no graduation on New Year's Eve. Okay, they bringing in the new year with graduation. Ah! Okay, we was the first class to graduate this year, boo. Okay, baby, I ain't never seen no graduation. Baby, they was the first. Okay, girl, they trying to get the Guinness Book of World Records of the first degree conferred. But this is the thing, girl. Where your mama working? The thing is, y'all. Oh Jesus, why she act like that degree was accredited by the North Central Accreditation or Higher Learning? Okay, baby, the man who the dean was an old nurse, a piece of background singer for a doo-wop group. I'm like, okay. I'm like, and his wife was the registrar. She was the cashier. Okay, she was the PE coach. Okay, she taught biology on the side and English part-time. I'm like, what in the Bible school university is this? Okay, and it looked like they went, oh, nasty piece of Kinko's, not even FedEx Kinko's, but Kinko's, baby, and got a piece of old nasty heavy duty paper, okay, where you put the good resumes on and made them think, baby. I was like, girl, don't play with us. And then the folk had the nerve to say, Phi baby mama got a real degree, not like Jay Wilson. Girl, I'm like, where's that transcript? Okay, because real degrees come with transcripts. Okay, transcripts. All right. What does certify her to be a Bible school teacher? Girl, I was like, you need to sit on down. I said, Mama Rosie could not get a job at any of the universities. Okay. She couldn't get a job at Malcolm X. She couldn't get a job at Chicago State. She can't get a job at Roosevelt. None of them. Olivet, none of them. Baby, and I mean, and you know, I know the white people was talking. I know the white people was talking. They were like, baby, they was like, girl, that ain't even real. And then Phi Baby lying, talking about something. She graduated from Roosevelt. She went to the same, she was acting like she went to the same school as what's that girl name? Oh, I can't think of her name. She married that baseball player, and she was in this R. Kelly mess too. But she had like she went to that school, and then she said she transferred to Roosevelt. Prove it. Where them transcripts? You better call Parchment. Pastor went to the website and it said cost. Girl, I was like, this is a mess. Had an old nasty piece of ice sculpture in the front of the yard. Girl, you know they was high class. I bet the people was like, what in the hell is that ice sculpture doing? Okay. People was like, girl, we could have used this for some ice. Y'all wasting good ice out here. Justin said she got an Ursha degree. But what got me was when the people said Phi Baby Mama got a real degree, not like Jay Wilson's. Girl, I was like, I'm like, these people just ignorant. Just ignorant. So anyway, okay, y'all done got me for a little bit more, but Mademoiselle, I don't know why you brought up that degree. Girl, I don't know why you brought up that degree. Girl, I knew it was bootleg when they was having the graduation service on the 31st. Honey, they was bringing in the new year. Okay, honey, not watch night service graduation. Girl, they was giving the degrees out at 12:01. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Girl, giving degrees out at 12:01, honey. Okay, not only do they have the streamers in the new year, girl, I ain't never heard nobody have no graduation. Now, my graduation was December the 14th. I think that was 2007 for this doctorate degree. It was December 14th, not the 31st, boo. Okay. Child, I didn't know if I wanted to drink or shout, cook some black eyed peas. I'm like, baby, I was like, who has a graduation on December 31st and get their degree on December the 1st? Girl, I'm like, y'all better quit. And they have misspelled words. I'm like, child, whatever. Donna Hughes, let me stop because it ain't really about that lady mama. But they had to bring me into it. There was like, somebody said, this is a real degree, not like Jay Wilson's fake degrees. I'm like, girl, girl, she act like she done went to Yale, honey. She went to University of Chicago and got that degree. Girl, they didn't even meet. They got it through correspondence. Your next homework assignment gonna be in the mail. Look for it. Girl, it's fill in the blanks and multiple choice, girl. I can't. Okay. Okay, on three-way, girl. On three-way. You click your friend, we click your friend, girl. Okay. Girl, a good sticker. Okay, so you remember getting them stickers? I'm not a sticker. Okay, I'm not a good job sticker. Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all look, y'all got me in trouble. Let me get on out of here because y'all making me cut up tonight. I ain't even trying to go this route. And people stood behind that mess. That's what got me. People who knew better. See, this is why I know this was a cult university. Cult mentality. People who knew better. People who knew better this was nothing but propaganda. They was even pushing this junk up. It was like North Korea over there. Okay, the great leader, and everybody go with it. I'm like, girl, even people who know better was over there pushing this stuff up top. Like, oh, Mama Rosie got her. Come on, Dr. Rosie. Girl, I'm like, Girl, it was a church degree too. I mean, ain't not even a school. Girl, not Notre Dame, not Moody. Girl, Mama Rosie could have went to Moody College and got a PhD from Moody. At least Moody is accredited. Baby, I was toe down. I was toe down, and the girls was not having it. But anyway, y'all, look, it was real, y'all. I'm getting ready to go. Y'all have a good night. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all, we done did too much tonight. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love. I'll talk to y'all in the morning.